Hello and welcome back to the High School Football Alliance here on the channel. Today we got the final Week 1 matchup. South Central Lions taking on the Northwest Cobras in game number 4. I am Optimus Cline, joined in the booth by Liam Hammer. How you doing, Liam?
Howdy. Doing good and can't wait to see this game going. Got a lot of talented players on these two teams, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes. We saw a lot of offense from the Titans on our last game last night, so I wonder if that trend's going to continue because these two offenses have a lot of firepower.
Absolutely. Zach Barr, number 5 rated prospect in the universe at quarterback for the Cobras. He's a gunslinger, and he's got a really big target in wide receiver Matthew Gandalf, who's also in the top 50, as well as their number 2 receiver, Jack Macbeth, at number 43 and Gandalf at number 42, respectively.
Yeah, Matthew Gandalf is an absolute beast of a receiver. He's not as maybe physically gifted as maybe a Clay Kersey as we saw last night, but Matthew Gandalf, he's a huge body and he has some of the best hands in the universe. And next to Macbeth, both those two guys are extraordinarily talented wide receivers for the Cobras.
And the Lions are no slouch either. They have Aiden Vincent and Stanley Morris, 2 quarterbacks that are in the top 50. Vincent, number 18, rated prospect in the universe. Stanley Morris at 37. Don't know which one's getting a start here today. We might be able to see both of them. Who knows? But at halfback, Laverne Jewell, he is a speed demon. I believe that was him on the return up to the 28-yard line to start this ball game.
Yeah, he's just like Ramsey Huxley we saw last night for the Eagles. He is their spark plug for this offense. He's very, very electric, and if he has a good day, the Lions have a good day. So getting him going early and often is going to be very, very important for them.
And Aiden Vincent is the starting quarterback for South Central here today. And he will look to throw it on the first play of the ball game. Out of the backfield is Jewell, and he'll pick up 2 yards, making a 2nd down and 8.
You expect to see a lot of those dump offs to Jewell. They like the swing route. Jewell's extraordinarily good at running that, and if this defense isn't careful, Jewell can turn those into touchdowns from anywhere on the field. So it's going to be a staple for this Lions offense.
Yeah, the Lions receiving core, they do have a top 50 prospect there as well. Wide receiver Riley Skinner, number 83. You expect to see him quite a bit here today as Jewell is wrapped up for no gain on his first carry of the ball game.
Good discipline there from the Cobras defense, and they're going to have to play very disciplined football today. Jewell is going to make you pay with his speed if you're out of position whatsoever. So it's going to be up to these linebackers to make that first tackle and limit him to no gain and not let him get into open space.
Vincent out of the shotgun, 3rd down and 8, looking to throw it, and goes deep over the middle, and it's deflected away, so a big stop on the opening drive for the Cobras defense that only has 2 prospects in the top 50, one at D-end and one in the secondary at strong safety.
That was a good stop from the Cobras right there. The Lions offense can be a little bit streaky with these guys. They have a lot of talent, but they haven't quite figured out how to keep that as well-oiled as some of the other offenses, maybe like a Titans where they just seem to never do something wrong. Lions, you're going to see them kind of go up and down through this game. And, that was a good stop from the Cobras. They kept Jewell under containment, and they're going to have to do that a lot more in this game to be able to win.
And now Zach Barr is going to take the field under center for the Cobras, a gunslinger, 5th-rated prospect in the universe. Looking forward to seeing him here today. Like we mentioned in the pregame, and Gandalf, I'm really excited to see what he can do in this offense. But expect to see some Spartacus Frank at halfback and Don Bates as well as they come out with a single back set, 3 receivers, 2 to the bottom of the screen. And Barr will drop back to throw it over the middle, and that's Gandalf for the 1st down to the 45.
There's actually tight end Lance Swift, and that's another one of those targets on this team. He's a big body tight end. And one thing you're going to notice about these Cobras is Zach Barr, very talented quarterback. One of the knocks on him is he's very short. He's only, I think, about 5'7", and he needs those big bodies to be able to see over his linemen, and it doesn't seem to hamper him too much. He's a very talented guy.
Lance Swift out here looking like Gandalf. They look the exact same size on my tablet that I'm currently watching on right now. But 1 yard gain right there. 2nd and 9 coming up now.
Yeah, these receivers got Matthew Gandalf, obviously Jack Macbeth, Lance Swift. Those three guys make up a pretty fierce three-headed monster for this offensive passing attack, and Zach Barr can basically pick his poison on any given play.
2 tight ends set for him here on 2nd down. Barr over the middle, and that is caught again, and I believe that's, who is that? I cannot see the number, my goodness. 88, I think.
Yeah, that was the backup tight end, Mikael Hufkin. And he doesn't really get involved too much in the passing game, but he'll bring one down every once in a while. And when you have such three talented guys ahead of you, you're kind of used to getting overlooked in the passing game, but got targeted there and made the catch.
Split back set for Barr. He's going to roll out, throw it very awkwardly, and it's caught. And it was really awkward after the catch as well, only picking up 1 yard, bringing up 4th and 2, and that was number 85, who I do not see on the roster sheet.
That's Jack Macbeth.
Yeah, Jack Macbeth. That's true.
I like the play design there, roll him out there, but they just didn't block the end. And when you don't do that, all of a sudden he has pressure right in his face, can't get his feet set, and a poor throw.
See if they'll go for it here on 4th down and 2. Seeing a lot of 4th down tries so far here in week 1, but this time they're going to call a timeout and punt this one away from the 37-yard line.
Yes, and hate to see this so early in the game wasting a timeout, obviously, but maybe they had some plans there. Zach Barr, obviously, he's not too happy on the sideline. Him and coach aren't too happy with how that drive went. One interesting storyline to bring out is they're going to punt it back to the South Central Lions. Is the Lions get a very interesting opportunity here as Travers Jewell, the father of Laverne Jewell, is actually the coach for the South Central Lions. So getting to coach his son here, and it's kind of a dream come true for him.
And that's going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line. We'll see Aiden Vincent lead his offense back out onto the field for this coming drive.
Expect to see another heavy dose of Laverne Jewell, whether that be in the pass game or in the run game on this drive. I also want to get some of these receivers involved. Riley Skinner, a top 50s prospect on this team, and Brody Fisher is a pretty talented short route runner. He's at the top of your screen. Look for him to get involved in this pass game too.
Yep, 2 tight ends set for Vincent from his own 13. He's going to toss it out, and the speedy Jewell is going to be dropped for a loss of 2. So great run coverage there from number 36. That's Vernon Steele, the top 50 safety for the Cobras.
Laverne Jewell's running game kind of reminds me of young Adrian Peterson. It's 1 yard, minus yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 80 yards. He's a very big pop guy, and he's just waiting for that big pop to happen.
And we might see it here on this drive. There's a pass from Vincent, making it 3rd down and 6. That was caught at the top of the screen by Brody Fisher.
Brody Fisher, not one of the most fast receivers in this league, but he's very talented in that short game. Sure hands. He's going to be, I think, a really solid number 2 receiver in the next level. He's very good at running those nice safety valve routes, and he's a good target for both these quarterbacks.
Vincent with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it, and wide open over the middle, and they're going to be stopped short yet again. 4th and 1 as they throw that one to number 80. That's Max Slayton.
That was Nicholas Wallace and safety Derek Howell who combined there to force that to 4th down. They got real close there. He almost got the ball across, but those two guys, they converged on the receiver and made a good play to force the punt and get the ball back for their offense.
Back to return is Jack Macbeth, number 85. He's going to fair catch this at the 46-yard line. And Zach Barr looking to come out here and improve on that last drive that ended in frustrating fashion.
Yeah, they looked like they had something going there for a moment, but then a couple ill-advised plays and had to end up punting it away. Look for them to get Macbeth involved on this drive again, as well as maybe working Gandalf on the deep corner route. That's where they like him the best, and Zach Barr is really good at finding him there.
And there's a draw play, only going to pick up 2 yards for Spartacus Frank.
Yeah, these two running backs aren't necessarily the heaviest hitters in the league. Dom Bates and Spartacus Frank, those two, you'll see them splitting carries in this game. I think that last carry was actually from Dom Bates, but both these guys can be solid in spurts, but both are a little bit better in their pass blocking.
And there's another run, this time to the left side. I believe that's Dom Bates this time as well, making it 3rd down and 5.
Brings up a 3rd and short, and this is a spot where the Cobras are very good with these receivers, especially a big body like Gandalf. You can just kind of chuck it up to him. He's great in jump off situations, so you can almost treat this as like a goal line set in a way.
Barr under center, 1 halfback. And 3 receivers looking to throw it. And a deep out route here. And that is going to be a 1st down, cutting it upfield. Very nice play after the catch.
Nice play from Macbeth right there to lower his shoulder and get upfield past the 60. Caught that ball before the 1st down marker, but didn't let the defender stop him. That's one Macbeth's strength is he's good at getting those extra yards after catch, and it helped right there get that 1st down.
From the 43-yard line, Barr with 4 receivers, and he's going to call a hot route here. And possibly looking to throw deep. No, they're going to go with another out route, pick up of 5 yards. We finally see Gandalf get in on the action, his 1st catch of the day.
They're really taking advantage of these underneath routes right now. They're trying to get the Lions to cheat up with their corners or their safety so they can hit them over the top. I like this. They're just taking their 5-6 yards every time and waiting for the bigger plays to develop downfield.
2nd and 5, you can pretty much do whatever you want in this playbook now. And they're going to come out with 2 receivers up to the top of the screen, Macbeth and Gandalf up there. And it looks like Dom Bates at halfback. And Barr going to the out route again, very dangerous, almost picked off.
That was a very, very ill-advised throw. Alan Layton was there at the corner. Could have picked that off if he got his head around a little bit better. He was trying to force it in there. I think that was to Macbeth. Could be mistaken. I forgot to get the number. But that's one thing Barr can tend to do is he can sometimes get a little bit focused on one receiver, and he needs to learn to spread the ball a little bit more.
Perfect opportunity for him to do that here with 3 receivers on the field. He's dropping back deep, and he does complete this one for the 1st down up to the 25-yard line.
Nice play there. Getting the 1st down. That was Lance Swift on the reception. And we've already seen him getting involved quite a bit in this game. And I think that's going to be a trend this season. He's a nice big body and working against those linebackers, especially of the South Central. South Central doesn't have a very strong linebacking core, so that's a good spot for them to attack this relatively weak defense.
Yeah, this defense isn't very strong at all. They've only got 1 player in the top 50. That's defensive end Perry Sidney, number 75. Barr looking to throw it here on 1st down. And another completion and almost a broken tackle up to the 11-yard line. And I believe that was number 84, Lance Swift yet again.
These safeties, Dwayne Lyle and Isaac Bauer, are really going to have their hands full today. Both these safeties don't have a very big frame, so covering a guy like Lance Swift is a tall order, and the Cobras are taking advantage of that early.
See if they'll test him again with the tight end. Barr looking to throw. This time another out route to Macbeth. Tries to get upfield and drop at the 2-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up.
Nice tackle there for the linebacker to save the touchdown. But this is how this offense likes to work. They like to take the out routes. They like to take the short stuff, and then they'll hit you over the top to Gandalf, to Macbeth, to Swift. There's so many spots they can attack you in. It's hard as a defense to zero in. And Sidney, we talked about him, the top 50 defensive end, number 75. You see him there in the huddle. He's going to be extraordinarily important because they need to get pressure on Barr. They need to get him off of his spot if they're going to have any hopes to stop this offense.
Goal line set for Barr. Let's see if they run it here. I believe it's Don Bates in the backfield. They'll hand it off to him, and he is going to be stopped short. 3rd and inches coming up. They can still get a 1st down without getting into the end zone here.
Yes, they can. Don Bates, obviously, maybe I'd switch Spartacus Frank in this situation. Spartacus Frank is a little bit bigger back. Might be a little bit better between the tackles here in short yardage.
And Bates is still in at halfback for the Cobras. And they're going to throw it. Bates is wide open, and that is an easy completion for the touchdown for the Cobras. My goodness.
Good play design. He's wide open. You're too focused. Now you're focused on those three guys. You focus on Swift. You focus on Gandalf. You're focused on Macbeth. And then you forget down base can catch the ball out of the backfield too. Wide open. Good play design. And it puts up the Cobras up by 6.
Essentially, he walked into the end zone there. First touchdown of the season for Northwest. And what do you think the Lions are going to do when they come back out on offense for their next drive?
I think we're going to see most of the same things we've seen. They like to get Jewel going. They need to get him going. He's really the key to them winning this game. Is if Jewel can't get over 100 yards, I don't think that they can win this game. So I think they're going to keep him involved with the swing routes. They also need to try to get Riley Skinner involved. They need to get some passing game down the field, push the ball down the field, force this defense to work and not just cheat up and play the short stuff.
Back to return for the Lions, of course, Laverne Jewell, number 28. The speed burner from the 10-yard line. And he is going to try to cut it up to the left side there. Gets up to the 32, so pretty decent field position for Aiden Vincent in this offense, who I don't believe they've gotten past the 50-yard line yet.
I don't think they have. I think they've had 2 3-and-outs, if I remember right. And they need to find some consistency on offense. And, Aiden Vincent... he needs to trust his arm a little bit here and take advantage of his weapons.
Yep, just one safety back deep for the Cobras on 1st and 10. 2 tight end set for the Lions. They're going to hand it off to Jewell, and he is not going to get anything yet again.
Some really sure tackling so far from this Cobras defense. That was number 36. That was Vernon Steele, one of the best safeties in the universe. He made a great tackle on Jewell, and Jewell's going to have to break that first tackle eventually if he's going to want to break one of these. He can only rely on his offensive line to block so much.
Yeah, if he can get to that second level, watch out. You're not going to catch him. It's just not going to happen. And here's Vincent going another out route here. A lot of out routes so far in this game from both teams, and that'll make it 3rd down and 6.
Another thing to notice is their left guard and center are both on the top 50. Lamont Sanford and Lance Miller. I try to run it to that left inside spot with Jewell. And if you want to get some power O's, pull the center, pull the guard, get those 2 guys blocking in front of Jewell, and he's going to have a lot more success running the football, I think.
Out of the shotgun, a halfback and a fullback back there. Vincent stepping up, and Vincent's actually going to take off, and he's going to get the first down. What a surprising play from the quarterback.
Yeah, Stanley Morris is usually known more as the scrambler between these two, but Aiden Vincent has a little bit of legs himself, and he took off on that run. Good vision from him. He didn't see anything open. He didn't panic. He just saw that the whole defense had opened up in the middle, and he took advantage of it. That was a really smart play by him.
Yeah, moving the chains up to the 42-yard line. You got to try to give Jewell the ball here, and they will. They hand it off up the middle, and the Cobras were ready for it yet again.
Yeah, that was Kim Mercer on the tackle there. Oh, excuse me, Darby. I have the wrong number. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong roster. Darby, Leroy Darby on the tackle, and they're doing a really good job of containing him. He hasn't had many spots to bounce out. I don't think he's gotten away from the first tackler once so far in this game.
Yeah, and he needs to do that if if he wants to be successful on the ground today. Here is Vincent throwing it out again, and that'll be a pickup of 4 yards for number 83, and that's Riley Skinner.
Getting to another 3rd and 6, and this is not a great spot for your offense. I know South Central likes those swing routes and out routes, and those tend to come up short in 3rd and 6. They tend to come up, just get you about 5 yards and need 6. So they need to get to more of a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 to be able to use this whole playbook.
And they're going to come out with 4 receivers on 3rd down and 6, 3 to the bottom of the screen for Aiden Vincent. And he has a lot of time to throw it. Deep corner route, and it is caught by number 88, Ronnie Wheatley, the tight end, for the first down.
What a great catch by Ronnie Wheatley in traffic. Defender draped all over him, and he comes down with that pass. You look here, he does the corner route here, and Vernon Steele is over the top, and Vernon Steele goes for the pick, and he couldn't get it. And that's a hard defender to to tear the ball away from, but he managed to do it right there. Great play from Ronnie Wheatley, and good job to move the sticks.
Yeah, Wheatley, not a guy we really called a whole lot in the preseason games that only you and I were able to watch, but very good play from him there. And Vincent's going to look to throw it again, and it is caught once again, picking up 8 more yards for this offense.
Nice throw to Brody Fisher, getting him some designed space, and like I said, getting to those short situations. Now you can run the ball and not worry about it so much. Get Jewel involved. Now you usually try to run the ball to set up the pass. They're trying to pass the ball to set up the run right now, and it looks like they're going to try to run it now, see if it worked out for them.
Hey, doing a lot of passes to set up the run. It might work out for him. You never know. It is 2nd down and 2. They will hand it off to Jewel, and he is just short. 3rd and inches coming up as we head into the 2nd quarter.
A good stop from this defense. This defense has been very, very stout so far in this game. Not giving up anything, and that's the end of the 1st quarter. But both these teams have shown flashes. Lions need to score on this drive, though.
Yeah, they definitely need some points, especially with the Cobras ending their last drive with a touchdown in a pretty easy way, actually, with Don Bates just walking in. So the Cobras, they're going to look to extend on their success on that last drive. The Lions need to get a 1st down here. 3rd and inches. They just got to fall forward to get this, and they go with a draw play and lose 2 yards.
Not what you want to see. They try to go with the draw, and this defense is just sitting on the run right now. They're okay with giving up the pass, it seems, and they just want to stop Jewel. And I like that strategy from the defense, but this offense for South Central, they need to adjust and figure out something different to do, figure out a different way to attack this defense.
Wesley Graham on for the field goal try here, a 41-yard attempt for the Lions. And the kick is up, and it is good, and it's officially a 40-yarder, so they get on the board. It's 7-3.
Nice drive there. Get some points and just get some momentum after the first 2 drives went absolutely nowhere. It feels good as an offense. Even though it's just a field goal, it feels good to get back to the sideline and know, okay, we got some points. We can do this. Okay, let's regroup, go get a touchdown, and give your defense some rest.
Yep. No shutout here in week 1 officially, as Jack McBeth is back to return this. Not a very deep kick. There's a flag for probably holding, as McBeth had a good return up to the 36-yard line.
It looks like Don Bates ended up taking that one. Holding, it looks like it's against Northwest, and that's going to set them back a little bit to start this drive. After a decent return, it's going to set them at the 26-yard line. And now this team has a lot of potential to be able to really put up some points. The question has really been the running game and their inability to be able to mix it up with Don Bates and Spartacus Frank.
I don't think we've seen Frank get a single carry yet in this ballgame. It's been all Don Bates. I mean, he does have the touchdown reception, but would like to see Frank get some carries here in the 2nd quarter. Barr out of the shotgun looking to throw it, and over the middle, and I'm not sure who that was intended for, but it was caught nonetheless.
I have no clue who that was intended for either, but McBeth came down with it in a lot of traffic. Not sure what he saw, but whatever it was, it worked, and that was a good play by McBeth to get the awareness to catch the ball. Good vision from Barr to get him the ball, and nice bring up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, a couple of routes just run a little bit too close for comfort for me. With 2nd down and 3, they're going to go with a toss play here, and for some reason he ran backwards, but still gets the 1st down and then some. That's Don Bates.
He did a little shimmy, and he shimmied backwards, but somehow it worked. It faked out the defense. Defense thought he was maybe, running out of his own end zone or something. Whatever it was, it worked. Got him the 1st down, and he beat the defensive end there around the corner, and good run there from Don Bates.
Yeah, number 20, Alan Layton, is the one that was just befuddled by that backwards move from Don Bates. He bit on that big time and got way out of position. Here's Barr looking to throw it again, and that was behind McBeth, incomplete.
Yeah, poor throw from Barr. It was a little bit early in his cut. You see where he was looking for, but he missed that. There was 2 corners right there. Honestly, could have been a dangerous throw if one of those corners had seen the pass coming. But lucky for him, it got out of that without only an incompletion.
Barr Barr coming out of the shotgun, halfback and a fullback with him. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. And he is going to look to throw here. Out route again, and that is caught. 3rd down and 6 coming up. I believe that is Gandalf.
There's Gandalf. We haven't seen too much of him downfield so far in this game, but used him on the sidelines, using his length to catch that one. And the defender there, I believe that was number 24, Lorenzo Gomez. He reached out as far as he could to try and knock that away, but because of how long Gandalf's arm span is, he was able to reach around and catch that nonetheless.
Down in 6, big play for the Cobras, and they're going to go oh my goodness, that was intercepted somehow. What in the world just happened?
Asante Cobb, he gets his hands up, he comes down with the big man pick. You'll love to see that. Great awareness from him to put his hands up just like you're taught, and he gets the ball back. What a play there from Asante Cobb, the defensive nose tackle. You love to see the defensive man getting some love.
Wow, defensive tackle with a pick. That's the first in this season, in this series. First big man with a pick. You'd love to see that for sure. Here's Aiden Vincent looking to get some more points for the Lions, and that pass is underthrown and somehow caught. What is happening right now?
Oh my goodness. What a... I don't know what to commentate for this one. He goes to throw it. It's knocked away. He drops, at least 2 people drops it, and Fisher manages to come up with it nonetheless. If there was a luck rating, his luck rating would be about 100 right now. Great awareness to come down with that ball. And now it's back-to-back kind of wacky plays, and South Central has the ball in Cobra's territory.
Man, everything just bouncing the Lions' way right now here in the second quarter. You love to see it if you're a South Central fan, but you don't love to see that they cannot get this ground game working at all.
No, they can't. This defense is really honing in on their run game. They're not letting Jewel have any space, and that's really challenging for South Central because while they have some top quarterbacks, they're not really built to throw their way into victory. They like to rely on the run game.
2nd down and 11 for Vincent. He's calling a hot route. Jewel in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him up the middle, and he cannot break that first tackle. He needs to do that if he wants to make a big impact in this ball game.
Great tackle there from Underwood. Jewel was just a step away from getting out and maybe scoring a touchdown there, but he managed to pull him down and bring it up to 3rd and 7.
4 receivers set for Vincent from the Cobra 31-yard line. And Vincent stepping away from pressure, and a nice deflection to force a 4th down. Vincent just needed a little bit more air into that one to get the completion.
Yeah, good defense by the cornerback to knock that one away. Unfortunate end of this drive that had some promise. Now they're going to have to punt away just outside their field goal range. It always hurts when you're this close and have to punt it. I'd almost feel like you should just go for it in this range. What do you have to lose? But they decided to want to pin him inside the 10 and see if they can do it.
Have Antoine Moore on for the punt. And this one will be downed at the 6-yard line. So a pretty good punt from Antoine Moore of the Lions.
Yes, great punt right there from Antoine Moore. And that's what you want to do. If you have to punt from that close up, you want to get them pinned inside the 10. And they did exactly that. Now the Cobras have to go a full 94 yards to score, and that's going to be much harder for them.
Yeah, no big deal. Just 94 yards, almost the entire length of the field. But you do have Zach Barr. He's got a cannon for an arm. Let's see if he tries to target Gandalf. They're going to do a drop play. What a spin move from Don Bates, and he's going to get the first down to the 17. What a run.
My goodness, Don Bates not known for his spin moves, but wow, what a spin right there from him. Gets away from one guy in the hole, point blank range, sends number 56 just flying, and gets a first down. That's exactly how you drew it up. When you run the draw play, that's how you want it to go, and getting that first down, getting some breathing room, and now you have your whole playbook.
Yeah, that was Gerald Wilson, number 56, that was just put on ice skates right there. Not a good look for him. But first down and 10 for the Cobras, and they come out with 4 receivers at their own 17-yard line. Barr going to throw it. Quick pass over the middle. That's caught, and that's a nice pickup of 7 yards.
Macbeth getting used early and often on these in routes. He's loving these. Everyone seems to be about 5 to 7 yards, and you'll take that any day as an offense.
Absolutely. Barr was 89 yards and a pick so far in the ball game. I believe we're lagging a little bit here. On 2nd down and 3, I formation set. They're going to hand it off to Bates, who breaks free again up to the 33-yard line, moving the chains.
Bates having a good half right now. Maybe the coaches decided to leave him in and not use Spartacus Franklin this game, but he's been on fire so far in this game, picking up chunks of yardage over and over, and now the Cobras are having a bit of a drive going.
And it's got the only touchdown in the ball game so far as well. The Cobras come out in the I formation yet again, handing it off to Bates. And this time falling forward again, picking up 4 yards. Every time he touches the ball, it seems to be pretty positive for this offense.
Yeah, we came in this game expecting Laverne Joule to be running the ball and setting the pace on the ground, but Dom Bates is really coming on strong right now, and he's falling forward every single time. Good job by him, and nice to see him doing good.
And that play goes nowhere for Bates. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Cobras. Third down and 8. Barr looking to throw it. And he's got his man, and that's Macbeth for the 1st down. Huge play for Northwest.
Nice job from Northwest throwing that out route there, seeing the soft coverage and taking advantage of it. Macbeth has been targeted over and over, and he's been a hot commodity receiver right now, and they don't seem to have an answer for him.
He's been having a pretty decent first half so far. Barr under center here on 1st down from their own 45-yard line. Deep drop, and he is going to be swallowed up for the sack. Loss of 8, and that was Landon Wilson.
Great job from Landon Wilson, making that tackle up the middle, just bull rush up the middle. And Zach Barr looked like he had a man on the top of the screen, but he just couldn't find a way out of the pocket to be able to throw that ball.
2nd down and very long coming up now. Two receivers to the top of the screen for Barr. They don't need the 1st down here in one play. Maybe get 9 or 10 yards and set yourself up for an easy try. And they do just that. 3rd and 5 coming up. Big time catch for the tight end, Lance Swift again.
Great play from Lance Swift to catch that ball. He's been pretty impressive in this game. I mean, that ball was a little bit behind him. He contorts his body back to catch that. That's really a very challenging catch, and a great play from Northwest, bringing to go from what would have been a 3rd and long to now a 3rd and 5.
Yep, 3rd and 5 from the 50. Bunch set up to the top of the screen. Barr looking to throw it quick. Goes deep shot. Wide open. That's Gandalf for the touchdown.
There's Gandalf. We said they like to go short, and then hit you over the top. Well, they hit him over the top. Lyle misplayed that, thought he was going short, and Gandalf just ran right up the seam for a touchdown. Now Southwest is rolling. Not Southwest, Northwest.
Get it together, Hammer. Come on now. Apparently the streaming is a little choppy here and there. We will work to correct that, folks. But a fantastic drive for Northwest, and they're going to have a 2-score lead. So the Lions, they haven't been able to get their ground game working at all. The medium passing attack has been working a little bit for them. What do you think they got to do here with just over 3 minutes left in the first half to get a touchdown, get in the board?
I think they need to push the ball downfield a little bit more. I think they need to get Riley Skinner going a little bit more. He's really yet to play a serious role. You can't give up on Laverne Joule, and you got to maybe run him on some wheel routes. I don't think these linebackers are going to be able to keep up with him. So take advantage of his speed and see if you can give him an open space.
Vern Jewell back to return this kickoff. Maybe we'll get a nice big play from him here. Michael O'Brien kicks it off inside the 10-yard line. The Vern Jewell, nice spin move, and gets it up to the 30-yard line. So decent field position to start off this drive.
Good return to get good field position for the Lions. And the Lions, they need to score, whether that's field goal, whether that's touchdown on this drive. You know, it hurts to go into the half down 14-3. Aiden Vincent, he needs to settle down, find his targets, and get him to open space.
Yeah, Vincent under center, 2 receivers, and a quick drop here, and a pickup of 4. So a decent start to the drive.
So it's a good way to start. Get to 2nd and 6, just get a little confidence booster catch. Now you need to start pushing it.
Yeah, maybe take some 10, 15-yard routes. Just take some sort of shot here. Try to make one of your playmakers get the ball and make some plays. We haven't really seen a whole lot of Brody Fisher at all in this ball game. Maybe test him deep. Out of the shotgun. Vincent, he'll look to throw it again. Stepping up in the pocket, rolling around. Is he going to throw it? Oh my goodness, he took forever to make a decision. I'm not sure if that's going to count as a sack or not. He's dropped around the line of scrimmage.
Well, way to keep the play alive. Kept looking. I would like to see him just make it a little bit more decisive and take off on a scramble there. He had plenty of open space. Could have gotten the first down, but you applaud him keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. And he'll look to throw it on 3rd and 6, stepping up in the pocket. Corner route is going to be tipped up about 100 times and finally lands on the ground. Lions going to have to punt it away again.
That was a risky throw there. Vernon Steele was waiting, and if that ball was just a little bit better placed, Vernon Steele probably would have intercepted it. Lucky for him, that just fell to the ground harmlessly. And the Lions having some trouble right now. They seem to be floundering, not quite sure what they want to do. And that's kind of keeping a trend of the away team struggling so far this season. So far, the away team is 0-3. And right now, it looks like that trend's going to continue.
A really good return up the middle. I believe this time it is Macbeth getting up to the 48-yard line. Great field position to start the drive for the Cobras.
Also, Tom Schaefer, yeah, the quarterback is 35 years old. He just got held back a lot in high school. He's still trying to graduate.
He's the 18th year senior, if you were wondering. Here is Zach Barr under center. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. And he's going to look to throw it. Try to pour it on a little bit more here. And I think that's Gandalf, who had to run backwards. No gain on the play.
Yeah, not a great design there. No yards. Doesn't hurt you too much. Takes you to the 2-minute warning. You're up 14-3 right now, so you can do basically whatever you want. I think you can get some more points before halftime, and I don't think you need to change your game plan up at all.
I'm still waiting for Spartacus Frank to get some carries, mainly because he just has a cool name, and I'd like to call it during a play.
I'll have to check with the coach during halftime.
Yep. See what's going on there. Let's see. 2nd down and 10. Barr. Another out route yet again. Cobras loving the out routes right now. This Lance Swift once again.
Nice design there to Swift. And you see Swift, it takes him 2 guys to get him down. He's pretty good after the catch. And now you set up a nice 3rd and short. And right now you can basically do any route in your playbook.
I go with a nice out route again. It's working for them. It's their bread and butter right now in the 2nd quarter. They have 2 tight ends. They're going to go draw play, and that was just not a good play call whatsoever.
No, I think if they had just thrown the ball, Gandalf, he had a step on his man on the top of the screen, and that would have been a touchdown. But instead, they went for the draw, and I'm not a huge fan of that, especially an off-tackle draw like that.
Well, a pretty good stop for the Lions defense. They'll get the ball with a little bit of time left. They got 3 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see if they actually try to get the ball downfield and maybe at least get in field goal range before this half is over.
Yeah, I feel like you need to get some points going into halftime. It's just been all Northwest for the most part, and you couldn't capitalize on the pick earlier, and you need to have something go your way because they just don't seem like they have an identity right now.
Absolutely. That punt from Marcus Barker goes into the end zone, so the Lions will start the drive from around 20-yard line. 41 seconds left in the half, 3 timeouts.
This is your time for Aiden Vincent to find his guys. I mean, there's been openings. I'd stay away from throwing it at Steele, but try to the bottom of your screen here. It's going to have some soft coverage, maybe even on a post.
And Vincent will look to throw it. Deep shot over the middle, and that's caught. Good call by you, good sir.
Well, you hang with the best, and it rubs off on you a little bit. Nice play there from Aiden Vincent. Good play design. They were running. It looked like a key zone. Had number 50 drop back in that deep middle of the field zone, but he just couldn't get back there far enough. And usually when you run that zone, it opens up that spot for the post route to be run. And Brody Fisher ran it well, and good throw from Vincent. Good first down.
And now they got soft coverage on the cornerbacks. Maybe a quick hitch route. Try to catch him off guard. There's a hot route from Vincent. And he'll drop back deep to throw it and takes another deep shot downfield. And not a good pass in double coverage.
There was that exact same coverage again. Number 50 back deep in the middle of the field once again. And Vincent just never saw him, I don't think, because he threw it right at him. And he has to be more aware than that. He has to see that coverage and recognize where he needs to go with the football, because when that middle linebacker drops back out, the middle of the field, short middle is all open. So, know the coverage, know your checkdowns.
Vincent under center on 2nd 10. Looking to throw it again. And another corner route this time. And that's caught. And going down the field is number 88. And that is going to be a touchdown for Ronnie Wheatley, the tight end. My goodness.
What a play there. They kind of just lost him in the shuffle. The safety tried to go for the pick and couldn't get it. Wheatley with a great awareness and great vision to catch that ball through traffic and take it all the way for the touchdown. And that's the kind of spark the Lions needed.
Yeah, the week of the tight end continues here in week 1 of the high school football Lions. It's just been tight end after tight end, just making big-time plays. That's a second big play from Wheatley in this ball game, and he gets the Lions within potentially 4 points here, pending this extra point.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. Ronnie Wheatley really stepping up in a big way as that kind of big play target so far in this game. And he's a guy who's really, I think, surprising both of us so far today. As, like you said, the week of the tight end, my goodness, it's continued.
Yeah, and you'd love to see it. I know Tom Schaefer loves to see it in the chat. Big fan of tight ends. I love tight ends, fullbacks, the occasional long snapper. But, yeah, I'm really enjoying seeing these big guys make some pretty dynamic plays for these offenses. As I don't know if this is Macbeth or who's returning these kicks right now. It's supposed to be Macbeth.
It's Macbeth,
correct?
But sometimes when they kick it shallow, then Bates takes it.
Well, I don't want to see Bates. I want to see Macbeth. All right, 18 seconds left. I expect him just to run this clock
with your
out
chest.
And go into the half with a 4-point lead. I think I did.
Yeah, I think they're going to run it out as well. Content with a 4-point lead. I think the Lions get the ball first in the second half, so don't want to do anything that the Lions can start rolling into a comeback.
And they're going to throw it. Barr is going to go across the middle and get the first down up to the 42-yard line. No huddle. I would have called a timeout there. Barr under center again. And the DBs are playing way back right now. And then they're going to run the football up the gut. And a nice juke move. That'll end the first half. Cobras on top 14-10.
That was a very interesting decision of how they decided to run that at the end there. I'm sure they had some strategy. I just don't know what it is. Either way, good first half. Football 14-10. Cobras are up. And we got a lot of football to play.
Yeah, this second half is going to be really fun to watch. I'd like to see the Lions get Laverne Jewell the football. I can probably count on one hand how many times they've handed the football to him. I believe he's got a couple catches out of the backfield, but he has been just non-existent in this game. Only 8 rushing yards so far for the Lions.
Yeah, he has been absolutely non-existent. This Cobras defense has done fantastic of shutting him down, and that's something that's going to need to change. Like I said, Jewel has a good day. This team has a good day, and I think Jewel is going to have at least a couple good runs if this team is going to win in the end. And so far the Cobras have played their defensive game plan to perfection, and their offense has done well enough to keep them up. And I think that's going to continue into the second half.
Biggest surprise of that first half for me is I think it'd have to go to Ronnie Wheatley. Who do you got for your biggest surprise other than Ronnie Wheatley?
I think my biggest surprise is the Cobras defensive line. I expected a lot more from Jewel, and this defensive line has given them nothing. They're shutting them down, and it's not shutting them down because it's necessarily bad play calls all the time. You see they're just getting off their blocks. They're in the hole. They're sure tackling too. There's a lot of plays that we've seen that normally Jewel will break that tackle and get off for a touchdown, but their sure tackling is stopping it for a 2-3 yard gain. And I think the way they've been coached, it's really a tantamount to this coaching staff.
Yep, and a big thing is Finley Smith, the only top 50 prospect on that defensive line for the Cobras. I don't believe we've called his name at all, so it's all the other guys that are stepping up and making some pretty decent plays for the Cobras D-line and shutting down that run. And you got to give credit to the linebackers as well. You got Norman Meyer, Zach Underwood, and Jeffrey Cobb out there, and we haven't seen anybody get past them into that second level on the ground at all. So hats off to them. Let's see if they can continue that success here in the second half. I cannot remember who's going to get the opening kickoff here the third quarter because my brain is a potato. But we will see that momentarily, folks. So bear with us. In case you guys were wondering, we're waiting on Hammer. Had to run out of the broadcast booth momentarily, and well, we can't do anything without him because we're streaming from his computer all the way out in California, and I'm in New York. So just bear with us. He'll be back momentarily. Until then, how are you, Tom? How's it going, buddy? You can just shadow ban. Go Cobras. How you liking the long snapping so far, Tom? Who's your favorite long snapper in this game? Cobras or Lions? I don't even know who they are. That's long snapping, honestly. Stick around for the end of the game. We go over all the stats, and we'll be going over the week 2 schedule. Also, in the Discord community, we will be having a pick'em for week 2 for you guys to select who you think's going to win. We'll also have a vote on who you guys want to be the player of the week, and the winner of that vote will get some boosts in attributes, all that fun stuff. I think the Lions long snapper sucks. You're just so hurtful, Tom. 3 lower high snaps. Yeah, it's a bit rough. I mean, it is high school. He's got time to fix the long snapping and get a little bit better. The Hammer has returned, and we are about to get underway here in the third quarter.
So getting ready to start the second half, and it indeed is going to be I think the Lions returning the first kick here, as there we go. Underway in the second half. And like I said, it's not going to be the Lions. It's going to be the Cobras who get the first kickoff, and this is why we have such good information. Lions receiving the second half kickoff here. That should be Macbeth and Bates back deep to receive it. Kick is off, start the second half as we wait for Optimus. Now we're waiting for him. And it's going to be Macbeth. Macbeth's going to spin out one man, and a good return up to the 35-yard line.
All right, I am back. Trying to turn off the fan. It's not working, but here we are. Cobra's looking to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete on first down. So second down and 10 coming up.
Target to the big man right there. Who is that? That was number 70. I don't have that on my sheet, but one of the backup offensive linemen. You love to see the big guys getting involved, even though he dropped it.
Absolutely. All right, second down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Two tight end set for Zach Barr. And he's going to hand it off to Don Bates, who's going to be stuffed, and that's going to count for a loss of one. Nice tackle by the defender. I believe that is number 20. That is Alan Layton.
Good defense from there. He got off the receiver has to hold that block. You know, these receivers, a good run game needs good run blocking wide receivers. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Now it's setting up a third and long here for the Cobras.
Four receivers set, three to the top of the screen for Northwest. Barr looking to throw it. Quick strike, and that is picked off the deflection. My goodness, what a play.
That was the second pick. That was Lorenzo Gomez on the interception. That's the nickel back there. He was in the slot right there. And good awareness. Knocked away originally by Anthony Rogers, then picked off by the cornerback, Lorenzo Gomez. And that's Barr's second pick today and sets up the Lions in good field position to start the second half.
Yeah, they definitely have all the momentum right now. They had that big touchdown to Ronnie Wheatley there late in the second quarter. Let's see if they can capitalize on this interception in great field position and get some more points on the board. And they're going to drop back to throw it. Vincent, this is a deep out route that is caught at the 29-yard line, first down.
Nice read there from the quarterback, and seeing the open man, and good job getting his feet down and bounds by Brody Fisher. This is the kind of down the field throws that we wanted to see.
Yep, and a really good start to the drive for Vincent. A nice completion there. You love to see the nice little the out routes right there. You know, gives them a little bit more confidence, and maybe that'll try to help these coaches open up the playbook a little bit for their quarterback. As Vincent looks to throw it again, this is not a good pass as he's on the run.
That really should have been picked there. Number 29, Brian Brown. You don't get any easier weather than that, but he drops the pass. Lucky for Vincent, and it falls harmlessly to the turf and brings up second down.
Yep, second and 10 from the 29-yard line. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see, how many tight ends do we have on the field? Two tight ends set for Vincent under the center. And he's going to go draw play. Laverne Jewell finally gets in the second level, and Jewell, with that electric speed, gets it up to the 5-yard line and pick up 24.
There we go. We told you that he'd only be held into the wrap so long and just avoids one tackler, and there he goes all the way up to the third level of the defense. And lucky for them, Vernon Steele was able to bring him down along with the help of the linebacker. But Jewell right there, he's bottled up the entire first half, and now finally getting some yardage here on this drive. And this everything's going the way of South Central right now. They need to capitalize on this drive.
Yeah, Laverne Jewell in the open field is not something you want to hear if you're a defensive coordinator, as he punches it in the end zone for the touchdown.
And there we go. So quick into this third quarter, and Jewell's already gotten a touchdown and gotten a big run. Laverne Jewell takes this and gives the Lions the lead here in the third quarter. And now the Cobras haven't had too much offense in a little bit now. And now it's on them to start throwing it maybe and getting it back, get themselves back into this one after it looked like the Lions were kind of floundering there for most of the first half.
I mean, if you're the Cobras head coach, do you trust Barr to keep throwing it? He's thrown 2 interceptions now, and one to start the third quarter. Do you trust him? Do you put any faith into that arm of Zach Barr?
I think I do. I mean, that first pick wasn't really his fault. Defender made a great play. The second one, a little bit more troublesome, but I think you got to trust him. That's your whole offense is built around him, and you don't really have anyone to turn to on this offense anyway, so you have no choice but to trust him.
It'd be interesting to see if they try to feed Don Bates the football a little bit. He outperformed Laverne Jewell in that first half by quite a bit. He also had the touchdown reception as well, the first touchdown of the ball game. And here's Macbeth on the return up to the 34-yard line, and the Cobras offense ready to take the field yet again.
Cobras get it back now. Zach Barr, see how he responds after the pick. You gotta forget. If you have short memory as a quarterback, you need to forget that interception. Fall back into that rhythm. Get to where you're comfortable. Find Lance Swift again. You were picking this defense apart for most of the first half. You need to get back to doing that in the second half, but also mix in this run game.
I formation for Barr, and they will hand it off up the middle, and that's a nice run right there. First down at the 44-yard line, and I believe finally it's Spartacus Frank.
There's Spartacus Frank. We talked about it a lot in the first half. There he's finally getting involved. Nice run up the middle by Spartacus Frank. Number 54, the linebacker, picked the wrong hole. That was Damon Gilden, and that cost them the first down. And it's nice to see him to get this two-back system going. And now, we talked about the Cobras' weakness is that they can't run the ball. Well, right now they're running the ball, and so that's bad news for the Lions.
Now they're probably going to throw it here out of the shotgun on first down. No, they're going to hand it off out of the shotgun, and a nice juke move from Don Bates, and he's going to pick up 4 yards.
Almost looked like a horse collar tackle a little bit there, but manages to pull the defender forward for a couple yards. Nice play out of the shotgun runs. Don't often work in this universe, but nice to see him get some yardage out of that.
Yep, still outperforming Laverne Jewell with over 4 yards per carry. And here is Barr looking to throw it over the middle, and another dangerous pass from Zach Barr.
Bad throw, threw it ahead of his receiver. He's just a little bit erratic right now. It just doesn't seem like he has the chemistry with his receivers that he usually has. That one could have been picked easily. Lucky for him, Jack Macbeth managed to lay out and knock it away.
I think these interceptions might be rattling him just a little bit. He needs a couple quick completions maybe to settle his nerves. Third down and 6 from their own 48-yard line out of the shotgun. Barr will throw it. And deep corner route, and it is caught for the first down at the 32-yard line.
And that was Brad Herndon, the third receiver. Nice design there. Threw it in front of the safety. The safety got turned around. You never want to have your hips away from the receiver like that. And once Zach Barr saw that, he knew he had him. Nice throw. And now this drive, it's had a couple hiccups, but it's rolling right now.
Brad Herndon actually the number 5 wide receiver on the depth chart for the Cobras, coming in, making a really nice play for this offense as Don Bates picks up 1 more yard.
No injuries yet, Tom. Thank goodness. There's a couple injuries in the first few games, and obviously, we got the bad news that North Central's wide receiver Storm Baines is going to be out for the season. I forget exactly what the details of his injury. Let me pull that up. But hate to see these high schoolers go down with injury. He had a broken kneecap. Hate to see these high schoolers go down to injury. So glad to see no injury so far, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, there's another completion to number 84, Lance Swift for the Cobras, bring up third down and 6.
You need to convert. You need to get some points in this drive because right now the Lions seem to be finding their stride again. And when the Lions find their stride, they can start scoring points pretty quickly. So I think any score here is important. So protect the ball. You're in field goal range. Be smart.
Barr looking to throw it. He's hit as he throws, and a very dangerous, wobbly pass. Luckily for the offense, hits the turf.
That was that was the reverse of being careful with the football. Bad blocking there from his offensive line and running back, though. Let a free rusher up in his face. Couldn't get it away. And what looked like a promising drive kind of shudders to a halt here, and they have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they are surprisingly attempting a very long field goal. This is Michael O'Brien attempting a 45-yarder. It might be officially a 44-yarder. The holder just before the 35-yard line. Kick is up, and it is no good for the Cobras.
He severely missed that one wide to the left. I appreciate the faith in your kicker to come out here and try to kick this one, but cold off the bench like that. You haven't been called on too much in this game. Honestly, I would have rather gone for it in that case. And that going back to that play where the free rusher messed up the throw for Zach Barr. If they could have just gotten a few more yards, maybe O'Brien's able to hit that.
And he had the leg for it as well. That was pretty surprising since it was a 45-yard try, as Vincent has a nice 3-yard completion to the sideline.
Brody Fisher now 7 catches, 68 yards on the day. He's been on a steady pace. They haven't used him too much down the field, but they tend to use him a lot in those short possession routes. I think they need to get Laverne Jewell going on this drive as well, though. Don't abandon him. He's their spark, and they need that spark.
Yeah, try to get him in the open field. Here he goes again, breaking into the secondary up to the 49-yard line. You'd love to see that.
And that's where his speed sometimes comes back to bite him. If he had just slowed down just a little bit, I think that the guard could have gotten a block on Steele, and he may have had a couple more yards. But either way, Jewell with a nice run out the middle, and he's starting to find his stride, starting to get those chunk plays. This defense from the Cobras is starting to get tired after all this run defense.
Yeah, it's really hard for a running back with that kind of speed to stay behind your blockers, especially when they're 300 pounds. Here's Vincent over the middle. Nice completion, picking up 7 more yards for the offense.
Nice job from Vincent on that throw to lead his receiver up the field a little bit, get a couple more yards. Instead of that being a 4-yard reception, it's a 7-yard reception. And it does make a difference. Now you can come out here, you run the ball, and if it doesn't work, you're still in a 3rd and short.
I'd probably try for play-action pass here. I believe they have Brody Fisher at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one coverage, and only one high safety. And they're actually just going to hand it off to Jewell, who actually breaks the tackle and gets the first down.
Nice run there. He's starting to finally find his stride after a really rough first half. And like I said, once he starts going, this offense is hard to stop.
First down and 10 from the Cobra 37-yard line. Probably need about 15 more yards for field goal range for this Lions kicker. And another out route picks up 3 more yards on the sideline.
Nice play. Get to a 2nd and 7 here. Keep going down the field. You need about another 10 or so yards to get into field goal range. Probably about 15 to be comfortably in field goal range. Nice drive so far here from the Lions.
Yep, just over 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Now under 5 minutes. Pretty much goal line set for the Lions, and they're going to throw out of it. Laverne Jewell out of the backfield, breaking a tackle, breaking another one, and gets the first down out of bounds at the 23, an electric reception for the halfback.
Told you earlier on that they love to use these swing passes with Laverne Jewell, and this is why. His speed, and he's so good at getting out of these arm tackles. You see one guy breaks the tackle, 2 guys breaks the tackle, and if he could just kept his feet in bounds, it would have a couple more yards. But this offense is starting to get real dangerous once they get him going on those swing routes. It's going to be hard for the Cobras defense to rebound.
He actually just completely trucked Norman Meyer, number 55, the starting outside linebacker. That's pretty impressive for a running back that is typically known for his speed. And he's going to get another carry here, picking up just 1 yard.
He's starting to close on that 4.0 average, starting to close in on Dom Bates, who's just above him at 3.9 on average. And, Jewel, like I said, once he starts going, this whole team starts playing with more energy. And they need that to be able to, they need to get that score and transfer that energy to defense. Because on the other side, Zach Barr and this team, they can score at any time as well. So they need all the points they can get.
Lions trying to become the first away team to get a victory, and Vincent finds his man in the end zone for the touchdown. That was number 80, Max Slayton, the slot receiver.
What a play for Max Slayton, and that's 21 unanswered points here for South Central after being down 14-3 in the first half. This has been a great job by them to rebound and to keep their heads down and keep working. Now it's just up to the Cobras. How are they going to respond?
Extra point on the way from the left-footed kicker, Wesley Graham, number 6. Make it a 10-point ball game. And the kick is up, and it is good with 4:07 left in the game. Let's see if Jack Macbeth can get a pretty good return here for the Cobras special teams.
Yeah, they're going to need a good return here from Macbeth. They need some spark. Since those first early 14 points, they haven't really done much on offense.
From Zach Barr have kind of stifled this offense just a bit.
Yeah, he needs to settle down a little bit.
And here's Macbeth with a nice spin move, gets up to the 31-yard line. Barr coming back out on offense. You said you should trust him if you're the head coach. And at this point, you're down 10 points, nearing the fourth quarter. And I tend to agree with you. You gotta try to let your quarterback throw some balls downfield.
Yeah, this team really has no other choice but to trust him right now. They don't have a recourse outside of trusting him. So you just got to trust that he's going to make some decisions and shake this off.
And there's a 4-yard reception on first down out to Dom Bates, making it a 2nd down and 6.
Nice play on first down, just get a few yards, get to second and a manageable. Now you have the bunch at the bottom of your screen. Expect to get Matthew Gandalf involved, maybe on a post or just a run.
Yep, they hand it off to, I believe that is the man, the myth, the legend, Spartacus Frank.
Really, what a wonderful name by for him. And honestly, he's a nice frame for a running back. As you see him right there, he's pretty big guy, and I think he has a future in this universe.
Absolutely. I formation, and he is wide open at the bottom of the screen. Spartacus Frank, he's going to move the chains for the Cobras.
Nice design. No one was over there to cover the flat, and Spartacus Frank catches the ball, gets the first down, and now this team is starting to maybe find a little bit of a rhythm. I like this game plan from the coach to give Zach Barr some easier, shorter throws to get his confidence, settle down his nerves a little bit, and it seems to be working.
Yep, less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. You don't have to be desperate if you're the Cobra offense. Just have a nice drive, get some points on the board, make it a one-possession ball game again. And Barr looking to throw it, and a nice out route, and cutting it upfield, breaking a tackle, picking up 9 yards. I believe that is Gandalf, his 5th catch of the day.
Nice play by him on the outside to get some more yards out of that out route, to breaking off one tackle. Matthew Gandalf, 5 catches, over 60 yards in the game, the touchdown. He's a key to this offense, and I expect to see him get 1 or 2 more deep passes before this game's over.
Absolutely. That is your go-to target for the deep shots. That is Matthew Gandalf. Such a beast. And they're going to hand this off. I believe that was Frank, and he got stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Not what you want to see there. Bring up 3rd and 1. And now you have the choice whether you want to try to run it or you want to try to throw it. And I think they are going to run it.
And we'll see who they have in the backfield. That looks like Spartacus Frank, possibly. I can't tell. I'm blind and old. Feels bad. Bar under center, 2 tight end set at the bottom of the screen. They're going to throw it, and a nice out route, and that's going to move the chains. Perfect play call.
Yeah, just like I said, I thought they were going to throw it, and sure enough, they did. When I said run, I meant throw, you know.
Absolutely. You always mean the opposite of what you say. Feels bad.
I mean whatever the right answer is.
Oh my goodness. They're going to review this. I'm pretty sure that's a catch.
I'm pretty sure as well. And sure enough, the real infield stands. If you wonder what that buzz noise is, it's Cline's heater because he's dying.
All right. I think I fixed the issue. Yep, possibly. All right. 24-14 still. 150 to go in the ball game, or in the third quarter, rather. As I'm confused and scared. Here's a toss play, 2-yard pickup, and I believe that was Frank again on the carry.
Getting Frank a lot more touches in the second half. Now we haven't really seen Bates in a little bit. But either way, you know, this drive has been going along pretty well for the Cobras, and they need some sort of points out of this.
Yeah, well, now that you're done yelling at me from my heater, hopefully the drive for the Cobras can continue here on second down. They have, I believe that's Don Bates in the backfield, possibly. I could be wrong. Only got 1 yard. No, that's Frank again.
It seems like they're trying to use Frank in these heavier set looks, but in that case, didn't really work out too well. Now you bring up a 3rd and long, and now you're going to have to rely on Zach Barr's arm.
Yep, bunch set at the bottom of the screen for Barr. And he'll look to throw it. Stepping up, throwing on the run, wide open for the first down is Matthew Gandalf, number 80.
How do you lose track of a guy who's 6'6"? Matthew Gandalf running that little out route. And good job by Barr stepping up in the pocket, finding him good throw on the run. And nice first down. Also, your heater is not better. You did not fix it.
The heater is completely off. I don't know what the sound could be.
Have you tried plugging your headphones in and out again? Out and in.
How about
again.
now?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it better? Is it?
It is.
Is it actually?
It is better.
You know what I did? I unplugged my headset and plugged it back in again. Feels really bad. Second down and 16 after the, I believe that's a sack. Or was that a design quarterback run? Couldn't even tell.
It was
Either
a broken
way,
play.
Bumps.
Remember when I asked if your headphones were plugged in?
We're not going to talk about it, all right? Cascade Greg Gaming in the chat. What's up, buddy? We're just moving along. We're just, not listening to Hammer anymore in this broadcast. Just tuning him out at this point. I'm going to go to play-by-play and color commentary.
You got to imitate my voice if you do that, though.
I can't do that. I don't want to intimidate. You know, I can't do that. Nope. I can't do it. I can't. Your voice is just too beautiful. Barr under center on second down and 16 as we're now in the fourth quarter. Get your fours up in the chat. Forgot to say that, but do it anyway. Pick up a 4 for Don Bates on the reception.
Don Bates with a nice spin move. Nothing much after that. Don Bates he's been pretty impressive in this game. Kind of shifty, and he's done well with what's been given to him. Nothing too electric, but he's a good supplement to this offense. And this is a big third down now. You're outside of field goal range. You need to get at least 10 yards to get in field goal range. 12 for the first down.
Yep, at the 34-yard line of the Lions. Barr looking to throw it. Going to throw it short and gets a block. That might get them into field goal range here. They did try, I believe they tried a 45-yarder and missed earlier. So we'll see what they do here on 4th and 6.
What would you do here as the coach? Would you go for it? Would you kick the field goal? It looks like they are going to try to kick it.
Yeah, I think this is a good decision. The last time that Michael O'Brien attempted a 45-yarder, he missed it to the left, not short. So I think he's got the leg for this, and I would put a little bit of faith in him on this play. And this time, he is good from 44 yards, officially making it a 7-point ball game.
Well done by the coaching staff, trusting their kicker. And I was just thinking, beforehand, he missed it to the left, and now he's on the right hash. So maybe that helped him a little bit. But either way, now bring it to a 7-point ball game here with 9:48 to go in the half. This is a big drive for the Northwest defense. They haven't had an answer for the Lions in this half, and they're going to get a stop.
And fantastic kick from Michael O'Brien. A little bit of redemption after that first miss, but it's good to see the coach had trust in him. Here's Laverne Jewell on the kick return, and he is popped pretty good at his own 28-yard line.
Nice kick coverage there. They haven't given him any space to work with, and he can be a game changer in special teams. So it's a good job by the special teams unit for the Cobras.
Aiden Vincent coming back out with the offense, and he's in the shotgun with a halfback and a fullback with him back there. 3 receivers set. And he'll look to throw it. Vincent over the middle, and a nice completion for a pickup of 6 yards.
Nice read by him, throwing it underneath, getting 6 yards to Riley Skinner. Keeps the clock moving. You can do basically whatever you want right now. I like this idea of being a little bit more aggressive, going for a little bit more points, and not just rolling over. You got plenty of time to do it, and you don't need to be in any rush.
Yeah, I can't stand coaches that, they have a lead and they just keep trying to run the football and end up running 3 times and punting it. I think that's just not a good game plan. And that pass is picked off. I'm not sure who the intended target was, but he couldn't get his head around in time, and it's a costly mistake for this Lions offense.
He was looking for Wheatley, he's targeted a lot, and Brian Brown, a little redemption here, had his eyes on the ball, turned it around, and ill-advised throw from Vincent. He was under pressure, got moved in the pocket, and just the pass got away from it a little bit. Wheatley couldn't locate it, and now the Cobras have the ball in good field position, a chance to go down and score.
Yep, Cobras with the momentum now on that pass. It looked like there might have been a little bump there by the DB, which gave him the better positioning for the interception. Here is Barr with a nice 4-yard completion to start off the drive.
Nice job by Barr. You need to get a touchdown on this drive. If field goal doesn't cut it, you got to. What's the word I'm looking for? Execute on the breaks you get, and getting that pick right there was a big break. You gotta make that into points.
Tell me they have to capitalize. Is that what you're saying?
Capitalize.
You're welcome. And they're going to go with a weird run here, and it works out. Oh, my goodness. Spartacus Frank in the open field and inside the 15-yard line. I don't know what that run was, but I want to see it again.
Oh, no. We have an injury. Bobby Williamson is down on the field. Hopefully he's okay. And if you look at that, that doesn't look good there at all. Hopefully he's okay, but going back to the play, that looks a little bit woozy. Hopefully he gets checked out on the sideline. He's all right. But going back to that play, as he's dead. Great play from Spartacus Frank to get in the open field. He's had a really good half.
Yeah, we didn't see him at all in the first half, so it was good to see him in the second, and he's making the most of all of his opportunities that the coach is giving him. Here's Barr over the middle, nice completion. I'm not sure. I think that's Swift, the tight end, again, picking up 7 yards.
Swift has been a favorite target in this game, and is now in the red zone. Big targets like him and Gandalf are going to become even more and more popular. Nice throw and catch.
Again, the week of the tight end continues here in week 1 of the High School Football Alliance.
Maybe the week of the tight end will turn into the year of the tight end. We'll see.
Might have a tight end win the MVP. You never know. That'd be awesome. Goal line set here for the Cobras from the 5-yard line. Going to run the ball, and they're not going to get much here. 3rd down and 3 coming up with less than 8 minutes to go in the ball game.
I like that they try to give Spartacus Frank a chance to get the score after his big run set it up, but really I would have rather seen them throw it there. The Lions were sitting on the run.
Two tight end set for Barr here on 3rd down and 3. See if they're going to run it. No, they will throw it again. Barr wide open at the bottom of the screen is Dom Bates for his 2nd touchdown reception, and we're 1 point away from having a tie ball game.
What a drive. Getting a little dance going. Dom Bates. Great play by him. Nice read by Barr. And you look at him, he goes through his progressions. That's not something a young guy does all the time, but he sees the open flat, sees the linebacker hadn't gotten over there, and he gets to the Bates, and that's going to be a tie game after this extra point.
Dom Bates, MVP of the game, 2 touchdown catches. We'll see. They got to get the dub first, but I was not expecting that stat line before this game for sure.
No, I was not expecting him to lead the team in touchdown receptions.
Yeah, he's the only one. I didn't think he was going to get a touchdown catch at all. And here he is, tying the ball game with the second one, 24-24. There's 7:24 left in the ball game. What do the Lions have to do to get the momentum back here and maybe possibly take the lead back?
I don't want to overreact to that pick. I think you go to what was working for you. Run the ball with Jewell and throw the ball. They didn't run it with Jewell too much in the last drive. Get Jewell into space, run up behind your center and your guard, and trust your guys. At this point, you just gotta trust that you guys are gonna be better than their guys, and do your best to win your matchups, because when they have trusted their players, it's worked well for them and they've gotten points. And I just don't want to see them get overly conservative here now because of a pick.
Having a decent return from Laverne Jewell on the kickoff sets them up at their own 32-yard line with 7:19 remaining in the ball game. Two tight ends, or 2 receivers set rather. See what they do here with Vincent under center, and they'll drop back to throw it out route wide open and cutting it upfield and moving the chains up to the 42-yard line. Who is that? I can't see.
Riley Skinner. Blind. Well done by him. Good play to drag the defender ahead for the first down. A nice heads-up play. Get that first down and keeps the clock moving as well.
Yep, approaching the 7-minute mark. Let's see. 2 tight ends set for the Lions. Single back set. Vincent changing up the play a little bit. And he'll look to throw it. Another out route yet again. And that'll be a pickup of 6 yards. That time it is number 13, Brody Fisher.
Oh my goodness. Bobby Williams is dead.
16 weeks with a broken kneecap. We've seen a couple broken kneecaps so far here in week 1.
Yeah, you hate to see it. That's a real career-changing injury, especially for a runner. And you just hope that he can recover.
Well, he's done for the season. Next time we see him will be during the college season, as Fisher has another catch there, bringing up 3rd down and 1.
Yes, hopefully he finds his way onto a college and can have a comeback story. But too many injuries so far from these guys. You hate to see these young guys go down with serious injuries and cost them possibly their college career.
Vincent switching up the play here on 3rd and 1. I would try to get attack the top of the screen, and they will try to go up the middle, and Laverne Jewell is stuffed. No gain, 4th down.
Great defense there from the Cobras. They knew it was coming, and they executed perfectly. And it looks like the South Central Lions might even be going for it here on 4th and 1 from about midfield.
Do they snap it here? My goodness, they do. A draw play, and it does not work. Wow.
Wow, controversial call from Travers Jewell, the coach, and Finley Smith there to make the play. Ran around the tackle, and what a tackle there to stop him. And now the Cobras get the ball back in great field position with plenty of time. And all of a sudden, this is changing momentum once again.
Yeah, they have just all the momentum right now. And that is really unfortunate if you're the Lions. I don't like that play call of a draw play. I'd rather they just hand it off right up the gut. Just do a dive or an ISO. Maybe a power O, but not a draw play on a very critical play. And here's Barr over the middle and a pick up of 4 yards to start the drive.
I agree, Tom. It is gangland football. Everyone is getting clapped. Maybe they should check for some bullet wounds in his knee. Maybe that wasn't a football injury, but more of a family dispute.
Tell me he got sniped from the stands right there.
Hey, you never can tell with high school football.
A pickup of 1 on 2nd down makes it 3rd down and 5. Another big-time play coming up. 5 minutes left in the game.
Hey, you just have to settle down, find your targets. 3rd and 5. You're in that time where you're wondering whether you should go for it on a 4th down, but I don't worry about that. Just get the 1st down, be smart with the football, and keep the drive going.
4 receivers set for Zach Barr. He'll look to throw it. And wide open over the middle, and that's going to move the chains up to the 38-yard line. Barr with a pretty decent day. I mean, minus the interceptions, but that was number 81 on the catch, Melvin Nielsen, the number 3 receiver.
Nice read by Zach Barr. I like how he's been going through his progressions as of late, finding his 3rd, 4th progression and chucking it down, knowing where he needs to get the football to, and good awareness.
Yeah, and a decent run on 1st down makes it 2nd down and 5 for the Cobras.
And nice job getting to Dom Bates. Dom Bates has been a key to this offense. And when this offense can actually run the ball as well as pass it, they are borderline unstoppable. And with 3:50 to go in this game, they're really rolling.
Yep, and you really only have to get to about the 28-yard line for field goal range for Michael O'Brien. And here's a nice completion to Gandalf, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 2. Another big-time play coming up from the 31-yard line.
Here's a question for you. If they don't get it here, would you go for it on 4th down?
Oh, man, I think if they get 1 yard here, I think I would have enough faith in my kicker, Michael O'Brien, to go for the lead.
He has had a great leg so far in this game, as that's a very, very poor decision. Throwing triple coverage there, knocked away, and it's going to be 4th and 2. So now it's the coach's decision, and it looks like they're trotting out Michael O'Brien.
Yeah, Michael O'Brien. We saw him miss one earlier in the game, but it was to the left. He had enough leg for it. This one, just a little bit longer. He made a 44-yarder. This one is going to be a 48-yard attempt to try to take the lead for Northwest with just over 3 minutes remaining. This is going to be really close. And the snap, the kick, Mitchell O'Brien, and he boots it through, officially a 47-yarder. What a leg from O'Brien.
My goodness, what a boot from him. Beautiful kick, beautiful hold, and it works out for them now, puts them up 27-24. And that's a big drive for them.
Man, I think he could have made that from 50.
I think he could have. That man has some potential.
My goodness gracious.
To answer Riley Freeman in the chat, this is the High School Football Alliance, brought to you by Optimus Cline. I'm going to shut up because all of a sudden we have a great play.
Oh my goodness, Laverne Jewell is gone. Kick return touchdown for Laverne Jewell. Michael O'Brien's field goal is just canceled out. What a play.
Wow. The one time we don't call the kickoff, it goes back for a touchdown. What a play from Jewell. No one touched him, and that's his speed. And back and forth this game goes. Now the Lions have the lead. Laverne Jewell, he found that edge. You see him, he juked back to the left. Great vision. And Michael O'Brien's not going to catch him. He just kicked the field goal. He's tired. And Laverne Jewell all the way for a touchdown. Great return.
Wow. Unreal. Go ahead and continue your explanation to Riley in the chat.
Oh, yes.
As I just marvel in that kick return.
Yeah, so you're watching the High School Football Alliance, brought to you by Optimus Cline and myself, Liam Hammer. We're using All Pro Football 2K8 to create a custom football universe for you, the viewers, to enjoy. We will see CPU players go through high school, our high school football alliance, all the way to to signing day. Then you'll see them perform in one of our 24 custom colleges, and then go to the pros and pick your favorite players, favorite teams. Follow along with us as we enjoy this universe as it unfolds for all of us here live.
It's been pretty exciting the past couple of games. I mean, yesterday's game saw a lot of fireworks on offense, and now this one coming right down to the wire, 31-27. I didn't think there was going to be this much offense in this game. I predicted a 31-17 win for the Cobras, but the Lions just coming out firing on pretty much all cylinders.
Oh my goodness! No way! No way!
For Macbeth down the sideline, and Macbeth is breaking all the tackles, and then he's gone. Oh my goodness! Oh, they got him! Wow! Unbelievable return and a great response from Northwest. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness, what a play. This return breaks one tackle over there from 87, breaks another tackle there, jukes out one guy. The blocking is fantastic down the field, breaks a third tackle from the kicker. And I thought he was gone, and 53 could have gotten that block there, he would have been. But all the way down to the 2-yard line goes Macbeth. 29, the safety finally gets him down. What a return and what a response for Northwest.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm blown away by what just happened. We almost had a Baltimore Ravens New York Giants situation in the Super Bowl where we just had back-to-back kick returns. My word. Cobras in great field position at the 2-yard line. They're going to go draw play. It goes nowhere. Second to go from the 4 coming up. Wow.
Are we going to see a third one after this play? We'll see. But either way, oh my goodness, what a back-to-back returns. And now, it's up to this defense for South Central, because for Northwest, you're in a situation where, it's a 4-down territory. A field goal doesn't really help you that much at this point with time winding down. You can't be sure you're going to get the ball back after this.
I'm just still blown away by that kick return. I mean, I think his was more impressive than Laverne Jewell's touchdown, just because of the amount of broken tackles that he had. Cobras stopped right there again. 3rd and goal coming up.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. He was so close to breaking that one all the way. Great job by South Central not to give up and to get him down finally. But this one is coming down to the wire. It's gonna come down to the last team that has the football.
Man, wouldn't it be insane if the Lions got a goal line stand here after allowing that massive kick return? 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left in the ball game, and it looks like they have Spartacus Frank there in the backfield in the split back set, and they're going to roll out, and Barr is going to be dropped for the sack back at the 10-yard line. Wow.
That was the top 50 prospect too. See if I can get his name really quick. That was Perry Sidney, the defensive end. We said they needed to get pressure, and they just decided not to block him right there. This is a huge 4th and goal. 4th and goal from the 10. This is the game.
The Cobras do have 3 timeouts left, but you got to score here. 4 receivers set. Barr looking to throw it back in the end zone. Wide open is Gandalf for the touchdown.
Oh my goodness. Gandalf wide open. They forgot about him in the back of the end zone. Zach Barr finds him, and they take the lead now. That was it was Lyle on the coverage. Dwayne Lyle, and Lyle got out of position, and Perry Sidney couldn't get to Barr that time, and now Northwest takes the lead 34-31 pending the extra point.
How about Zach Barr? Just 4th down and 10. There's less than 2 minutes left in the ball game. Ice in his veins, delivers a dagger to the heart of the Lions.
With a minute and 29 seconds, 2 timeouts, this game is so far from over as well. Now let's see how the Lions respond after this flurry of activity in the last few minutes.
Laverne Jewell, he's returned one already in this quarter. Let's see if he's got any more magic in him. My goodness, the last few minutes have just been so electric. I am all for it. Jewell has the return, tries to juke to the outside again, breaks a tackle. Oh my goodness, a great return again up to the 35-yard line.
I stayed very quiet for that return. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Great return nonetheless, even though it didn't go for a touchdown. But Jewel set him up and give field position. All they need is a field goal to send it to overtime. Aiden Vincent, this time you gotta calm your nerves, ice in your veins, and find those open windows.
3 receivers set for Vincent. Jewel in the backfield. And they will throw it. Vincent throws it out to Jewel, who has to spin around for it. Very awkward. Only picks up a yard, but does, in fact, get out of bounds.
I agree with you, Tom. Jewel is so dangerous. He's so electric. I mean, this guy is probably one of the most game-changing guys we've seen so far in this season. If he gets stopped, the team's completely different. But when he gets going, oh my goodness, he's just so fun to watch.
Same formation for the Lions on second down. And Vincent looking to throw it again. And over the middle, wide open. That's going to be a first down. And that is Brody Fisher moving the chains to the 46.
And here we go. Just about 20 yards from comfortable field goal range. And now we're starting to see what they can do.
And Jewel catches the pass out of the backfield. No gain. And the clock is still churning. Second down and 10 coming up. Offense trying to hurry it back to the line. At the 45-yard line, they probably need about 20 more yards for field goal range. Another pass out to Jewel. They got to get out of this play, and they finally call a timeout to stop the poor play calling there.
I like the idea of trying to get your best player with Jewel, but you got to come up with something a little bit better. It's not working. They're sitting on it. They're going to force Aiden Vincent to make a throw into tight coverage to win this game.
Third down and 10, bunch formation up top. Jewel in the backfield by himself. Vincent calling some audibles here. And he'll drop back to throw it. Vincent, there's a flag on the play. Vincent wide open down the field inside the 10-yard line and in the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Let's see what the flag is for. Oh my goodness. And it's holding.
Defensive holding.
Oh, man. Defensive holding. And it's a touchdown. It counts for Riley Skinner, the 49th rated prospect in the universe. The Lions take the lead back.
Oh, my goodness. Riley Skinner, double coverage, doesn't matter. All the way for the touchdown, untouched. I can't believe that. This game has gone back and forth so much in this last 5 minutes. Aiden Vincent, what a dagger down the middle of the field.
I don't even know what to say right now. There's 35 seconds left. There's been about 150 points scored here in the last 5 minutes. I'm loving it. Let's see what we got left here, though.
And we still got 35 seconds and 3 timeouts for the Cobras. So this game, we can still have another chapter of this story. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say. That drive right there, we see the holding call and we think immediately offensive holding. And I know Tom Schaefer jumped up out of his seat when he saw offensive holding, and then it's defensive holding. Touchdown counts. Man.
Let's see if Macbeth can return this one all the way. He was 2 yards shy from returning the last kickoff for a touchdown. See if he's got any magic in him on this one. From his own 15-yard line. This actually looks like Don Bates, I believe. Or no, is that Macbeth? That is Don Bates. Up to the 30-yard line. Yep, 3 timeouts for the Cobras. 31 seconds. What do you do here?
I trust my guys. Throw it deep. You have the tallest guy in the league and in the universe with Matthew Gandalf. Let him use his size to an advantage in a jump ball situation. You have the tools to push the ball far downfield. Don't dink and dunk. Just go for the jugular.
And they've got 4 receivers here. And wide open up at the top is Don Bates. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Pick up a 5.
Not what I want to see. I want to see some post routes. I want to see post and outs. You got Swift, you got Macbeth, you got Gandalf. You have the tools. Those are the guys you need to be targeting in this situation. Trust your guys to go make a play.
At this point in the game, with how crazy the last 5 minutes have been, I'm expecting a blown coverage by a safety or something here. to just make the last 26 seconds insane. Barr under center, 3 receivers set, 2 to the top of the screen. He's going to throw it, of course. And corner route is caught. Oh, my goodness, down to the 41-yard line. Was that the tight end?
That was Lance Swift. This ain't over yet, folks. Oh, my goodness. You just called the blown coverage. Lance Swift got a step on the safety, and Zach Barr saw it, and he nailed him. What a throw right there. Only where his guy could catch it. And now 41 yards. They need a touchdown. They're down by 4, so they have to get the 6 points. But 21 seconds, 1 timeout. You have the time and you have the tools to make this happen.
Man, Isaac Bell, just a slight hesitation there allowed Skinner to get open for a big-time gain, or Swift, rather. Excuse me. Barr looking to throw it again. This time it's Gandalf over the middle and down to the 28-yard line. They're going to go no huddle. Only 1 timeout left. And let's see what they do here. 10 seconds to go. Barr dropping back to throw it. Pressured and gets rid of it. And a nice spin move gets it up to the line of scrimmage. 3 seconds left. My goodness, you got to take a shot to the end zone here.
And as underrated as that looked right there, that may have actually been a huge play to get it to Bates on that. Every yard matters here. And at least he got it to a player to try to make a play. He was under pressure. He didn't try to force it into double coverage. He knew he has another chance. It wasn't there. He checked it down. You have 3 seconds left. This is the game. Now you have the tallest guy in the league. Go throw it to Gandalf and go let him make a play.
And it looks like they're going to go with a Hail Mary formation. Interesting call here from the 28-yard line. I think he could have ran an actual play, but Barr taking a shot to the end zone, pump fake, chucks it up. Who's going to come down with it? It's picked off, and the Lions come away with the victory. What a game.
Oh my goodness, what a finish here. South Central wins 38-34, and this has got to be the best game of the week. This game of the week so far. These two teams battled back and forth so much in this one. It came down, like I said, it came down to that final play. Great game from both teams. And I think this game has a lot of future stars in this universe.
Wow, how many interceptions did this Lions defense come away with? And how in the world did the Cobras outrush the Lions and still lose this ball game?
I said, they needed Jewell to get 100 yards to win. Apparently not. Apparently he just needs 100 yards in kick returning to win. This game surprised a lot of us. 221 yards kick returning from Laverne Jewell in this game. You see what a difference he is on that side of the ball. Both these teams really showed a lot of forward to. I mean, obviously the Lions coming back from 14 down, 21 unanswered points. Cobras respond, and then the Lions respond again. Cobras get all the way down the field, score the touchdown, take the lead. Lions come back and put the eventual nail in the coffin. You can't have a better storyline. The fight from both these teams was really impressive tonight.
Yeah, just what an exciting game. Isaac Bell led both teams in tackles, strong safety for the Lions. I mean, he was all over the receivers of the Cobras all game long. Just such an amazing battle and a back and forth performance there in the final 5 minutes. Just what an electric game this was. Definitely the game of the week in my book. My goodness.
Great job of Spartacus Frank coming in that second half. That draw play we just saw there. Wonderful play call right there. I don't usually like those draws, but it worked. Jewell only 47 yards on the ground, and the Lions still managed to pull out the victory. I mean, if you're the Cobras, you gotta be a little disappointed because you executed your game plan, you still lost. But both these teams showed that they have a lot of offensive power.
Yeah, absolutely. And a player that I feel so bad for right now is Michael O'Brien, the kicker for the Titans, or not the Titans, the Cobras. I mean, he made 2 humongous kicks. I mean, they were clutch kicks at that moment, and his team still ends up coming away with a loss here today at home. First home loss of the High School Football Alliance. And
you go back to that missed field goal where he missed it wide left. Michael O'Brien missed that one field goal, and then you go back, that would have been field goal range possibly, and it probably in his range to hit to win the game at the end if he had made that one earlier. But instead they had to get a touchdown. They couldn't do it. They just needed a couple more plays, and they didn't have enough time.
Zach Barr over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. If they can clean up the turnovers, this team is going to rebound pretty nicely, I think, coming into week 2.
Aiden Vincent, player of the game, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns, well deserved from him. He had ice in his veins and proved that he deserves that starting role here.
Yeah, a phenomenal performance from him. Just 26 to 32. You couldn't ask for much more from your quarterback. I would like to see the Lions' run game get going a little bit more week 2, but obviously they can win without it. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us for week 2 coming up next weekend.
100 yards of rushing from the Cobras today. Not too much. The passing game was kind of hit or miss, honestly. 9.3 yards per attempt for the Lions. Not usually how they win games, but it worked today. Cobras won the time possession battle significantly, but it didn't end up mattering. Both these quarterbacks are super accurate today.
Really fun to watch this game. Just the first half feels a little bit slow at times, and then that second half came around. The Lions put up 14 in the third, and then we had just the point explosion in the fourth quarter. 34 points combined in the fourth. Really fun to watch.
And you look at that, Spartacus ranked 6 yards per attempt on his 9 carries. He really performed well in that second half.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get a few more carries throughout the game. Maybe get the ground game a little bit more consistent for the Cobras. But Don Bates as well did pretty good for this offense, especially in the receiving game. 2 touchdown catches for the halfback.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the Lions struggle with getting Jewell involved in the pass game. Usually they're pretty good at that, but he didn't really have anything going. This Cobras defense really locked them down on the passing to Jewell. Yeah,
Jewell, I mean, in the preseason and the sims that we did before, we went live with this series, a lot of the swing passes, he was catching them, and he was able to turn it upfield and get up the sideline for 10, 15 yards, big touchdown receptions. But today, the Cobra defense, they just kept him in front of him on those pass plays and kept him in check on the ground for the most part, minus maybe a handful of runs there in the second half.
Yeah, the Cobras really, they made it their goal to stop Jewell, and they did that for the most part. But it just shows that this team, it's very extraordinarily talented. I mean, you execute your game plan, you stop their best player, and you still allow 38 points. It's a testament to how good the rest of these players on this team are.
Absolutely, my goodness, I'm still kind of hung up on the kick return battle that we had there late in the fourth. That Macbeth return, he didn't make it into the end zone, but that was so impressive for a receiver of his size to just literally just truck through 3 defenders. One of them was the kicker, but still, I believe he ran over a linebacker and a DB before he got to the kicker. Very impressive.
Yeah, good job by him in this one.
He didn't really have too many receptions, did he? Maybe a handful, but what a game.
What a game.
I'm so glad that we were able to commentate that one for sure.
Oh, I am too. That was a heck of a way to wrap up week 1 of the high school season. I mean, these two teams, I think these two teams are going to be some that meet again in the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. The offenses keep performing like that, you betcha.
One thing to remember is that it's the end of week 1, so I'll be posting the player of the game from this one, which is Aiden Vincent. So now we know who the player of the week candidates are, which if you missed it, join our Discord. But you, the viewer, will be deciding who the player of the week is each week, and the winner will get a small boost in progression. So how it works is that the winner, the player of the games from each of the games this week will be the candidates. For this week, we have International Comets running back Benji Bailey, Pacific Pirates tight end Shane Earl, Southwest Titans quarterback Fletcher Gross, and South Central's quarterback Aiden Vincent. So I'll put those in the Discord along with their stat line. You get to vote on who you think should win, and the winner will get a small progression boost. So if you're not there, join the Discord, which is in the description, and be part of that, because you, the viewer, are going to have a lot of input on how things go, and be able to leave your mark, your thumbprint, your fingerprints on this universe as well.
Yep, and we will also have a pick'em for week 2 as well for the upcoming games for week 2. Should be fun for that one as well.
It will be. So stay tuned, and we will see you in the Discord. But that's going to do it for both of us from the booth tonight. I hope you all have a good night.
Take it easy, guys.